Hi, I'm Sarah Lofdahl with your World News Update. The word ISIS has filled our homes and ultimately filled the world with fear. As of right now, they have threatened 3 malls, with one being the Mall of America. Before we know it, ISIS could be right here destroying our safety of a nation. People have their own opinions on how to stop this Islamic terrorist group. Some say killing is not the way, and some say it's the only way, but something needs to be done. Earlier this week, ISIS awoke a Syrian village and abducted over 70 women, children, and elderly. But nearly 700 Assyrian families were able to escape, with most taking refuge in St. Mary's Cathedral. These families are lacking food, water, blankets, and other necessary resources. They don't feel safe and could possibly face a massacre by the Syrian regime and ISIS. Social media is playing a huge part in the propaganda for ISIS. Through social media, they have accomplished getting the word out and advocating people to join their group. Do you remember the Syrian woman that left her family to be an ISIS bride? Well, investigators now believe she has lured 3 United Kingdom teenagers through social media to join the terror group. Through her blog, she advocates to find your strength to walk away from your family and join a new one of jihadists. The families are currently wondering if authorities could have done more to stop them from leaving. And now authorities are now seeing signs that the most feared group in West Africa, Boko Haram, may be joining forces with ISIS. Both groups are using social media, especially tweets, to communicate with each other. It's not for sure whether the decision has been made to join forces, but Boko Haram is definitely following in the footsteps of ISIS through ideology and territory holding after operations. In other news, drones were spotted flying over well-known areas of Paris, which included the Eiffel Tower and the U.S. Embassy. The authorities are investigating and trying to find out who the operators are. And lastly, commuting to class can be a struggle, especially dealing with the infamous Baton Rouge traffic. Well, imagine if you lived in Norway, where the world's first urban bicycle lift is, called the cyclocable. All you do is position yourself on the bottom, press a button, and you'll be on your way up the hill. Baton Rouge should definitely invest in something like this. Well, that's all I have for you today. Join me next week for your World News Update.